uninformed by real, live information pulled straight from the internet. That is not a dream anymore. ChatGPT just dropped a major upgrade to its image generation system. And this time, it does not just draw. It thinks, it searches, and then it creates. So, today on Build with AI, we are breaking down exactly what is new, what it means for creators, designers, and developers, and whether stock photo libraries should start getting nervous. Let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about what is actually different here, because this is not just a visual quality bump. OpenAI has integrated web search and reasoning capabilities directly into the image generation pipeline. Before this update, when you asked ChatGPT to generate an image, it worked entirely from its training data. Whatever it learned before its knowledge cutoff, that is all it had to work with. Ask it to generate a poster for a recent event or a visual based on something trending right now, and it would either guess or get it wrong. Now, in thinking mode, ChatGPT can search the web, pull in relevant and current information, and then generate the image based on what it actually finds. Not so its ability to generate accurate visuals for very recent events may still be limited. Think of it like giving your AI artist a smartphone. Instead of working purely from memory, it can look some things up in real time before putting pencil to paper. And the second big shift? Multi-image generation from a single prompt. You type one instruction, you get back images in thinking mode, variations, perspectives, formats, all coherent, all connected to the same creative brief. That is a genuinely new workflow. Let's go a little deeper on the web search piece, because this is where it gets interesting from a technical standpoint. When you submit a prompt that requires current or contextual information, ChatGPT's reasoning layer identifies that gap. It recognizes that its training data may not be sufficient, and it can trigger a web search before generating. So if you ask for something like, generate a promotional banner for the most talked about AI tool this week, instead of guessing, ChatGPT can search for relevant context before building the visual. This matters for a few very specific use cases. News organizations and content teams can generate visuals that are better tied to current context. Though note that the model's core visual knowledge still reflects training data through December 2025. E-commerce brands can reference current product data and generate lifestyle imagery or ad creatives that reflect live information. And for developers building on top of the API, this opens up a genuinely new class of application. You could build tools that auto-generate visual content for newsletters, dashboards, or social feeds. Now, let's talk about the multi-image output, because this one has huge implications for creative professionals. Previously, generating multiple variations of an image meant running multiple prompts. Tweak the wording, try again, tweak again. It was a loop, and it was slow. With this update, a single prompt in thinking mode can produce structured image outputs. Different angles, different moods, different formats. Say, a square version, a wide banner, and a portrait crop, all from one instruction. For social media managers, that is a significantly larger set of visual content from one session. For UX designers, that is a mood board generated quickly before diving into detailed work. For indie creators and small business owners who do not have a design team, this is the closest thing to having one. But here is where it gets a little more complicated. The quality and coherence of these multi-image outputs depends heavily on how well the prompt is constructed. Vague prompts still produce vague results, just more of them. So the skill of prompt engineering does not go away. If anything, it becomes more important, because now you are not just directing one image. You are directing a set. You need to think about consistency, variation, purpose, all up front. The good news? ChatGPT's reasoning layer can actually help you refine your prompt before it generates. You can ask it to suggest improvements. You can iterate in conversation. It is a creative back and forth, not just a one-shot request. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Is this the end of stock photography? Probably not entirely. But it is a serious disruption signal. Stock photo libraries have already been under pressure from earlier generations of AI image tools. This update accelerates that pressure because it addresses one of the key problems those earlier tools had: the inability to generate contextually current and accurate visuals.